Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How
How are we doing today?
It's a beautiful day here in Ohio. Hopefully, it's beautiful wherever you guys are. Let us know. How's the weather by you guys? Hopefully, we're in the full throes of spring right now, and starting to get all the stuff planted in the garden, and all the stuff that we started inside is now getting ready to go outside. So, how's everybody doing? Let us know if you can see us. Let us know if you can hear us okay. It looks like we still have some people rolling in here. And it looks like both streams, YouTube and Facebook, should be up and running. If anything is different, let us know. Nikki, what's new? How are things?
Doing pretty good. We've had a busy week this week. I'm trying to work with Desiree, trying to get everything finalized with her and her crafts and floral needs for the summer and 4th of July stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been working hard on that, trying to get my crafts going in between getting my child set up with Invisaligns, which that was interesting at first, but she's done really well with them.
That's good.
I'm honestly shocked because her friend just got them like last week.
Oh, okay.
And I guess she was super sore from them.
Yeah.
And she couldn't eat besides soft
My son was
foods.
like that probably the first couple weeks with his Invisalign.
No, she honestly, I was scared because she got him Tuesday. Wednesday at school was MAP testing.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, I do not need her missing that day.
Right.
She needs to be with it and not complaining about pain. And she woke up that morning. I think, honestly, she feels cool with them.
Yeah.
She is walking around. She feels older.
Yeah.
And, plus she's about to turn 9, which I had, I think, a breakdown yesterday. I'm like, she is going to be 9 and almost to double digits.
Yeah.
And 9 is, I guess, considered a preteen.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was 10, which is preteen.
I never considered preteen until like 12.
Really?
Yeah, like
I
always thought it
tweens.
was the year before you're a teenager is a preteen. Yeah, now I see.
Yeah, it's preteens.
Preteen is
tweens and then teenagers, I guess. I don't know, but I was like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah.
Well, I had a breakdown.
Kat said, yay, it's sunny in Nebraska.
Yay!
That means it should be sunny here for a while, too. Good morning, Michelle. Always sunny in Florida, of course. Even when it rains, it's probably still sunny
It's sunny,
in Florida,
5 minutes later.
Hi, Sherry. Thanks for checking in. Glad you could join us. Hi, Carmen. I'm guessing it's sunny in Miami as well.
That's all right. We are finally out of the rain.
Yes.
We have been flooded out.
Yes.
No basement flooding, but just our yard is
I was gonna say
muddy mess.
Yeah. It was really brutal earlier this week because I think it was Monday night. Like before that, all you guys in the Midwest know it rained for like another week straight, and I cut my grass. It had been about a week, and normally I'm pretty good about cutting it twice a week.
Yeah, that's
maintaining it. And it was like Monday, and I was like, I got home from work. I was like, man, I'm gonna get an HOA violation for how long my grass is just after a week. And I looked at the forecast. I'm like, all right, I got like 2 hours of sun, and this will start raining later. I was like, I don't care if the grass is wet. I'm just gonna set it mower high. I'm gonna bag it. Yep. I'm gonna at least get the front and sides done. The backyard's behind a fence. I'm not as worried about that. Yeah. And I was able to get that done. I was able to get that done then like Tuesday night, but. I was like, and it was a funny, like my whole cul-de-sac, also you hear mowers fire up at like 5:30 on Monday. Everyone's like trying to beat the rain again and get their grass cut. I
don't know how, but we found a break in Sunday. And, it's been raining a lot here. And I bag the fenced-in yard, but Chris cuts our yard, and we've got a lot of land.
Yeah.
And he cuts our neighbors as well. So he's cutting for, a good hour and a half, and I'm like, we found a break, and we just ran outside and we cut it. It was a muddy mess. He was covered in mud, but it was done.
That was when I got to the back, because then it rained Monday night after I got done, and then Tuesday I was like, same thing. I was like, all right, got a couple hours where it's nice. I got to get this back grass cut, and our back grass was kind of, there's areas that are kind of like a dog track. Yeah. Because the dog, Molly, always follows the same path when she goes. And so, like, going over those areas, it was like just tires were spinning on my mower and stuff and all that. But Carmen said Miami is perfect today, but don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's how it is in Ohio.
Yeah.
They say if you don't like the weather, wait 5
Just
minutes.
wait 5 minutes. Yeah.
Hi, Linda. Good morning. Hopefully everything's nice and sunny where you are at.
Good morning.
As well, in Pennsylvania and that. So if it's your first time here, definitely leave a comment, say hi, let us know how you found us. We're here every Thursday from 10 a.m. My name is Brian.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're from Factory Direct Craft Supply, a.k.a. FactoryDirectCraft.com. We're always curious how you guys find us. I know a lot of you guys in the comments, probably all you guys, I recognize the names, are customers of ours. You order from FactoryDirectCraft.com. But if you've never ordered from us or anything like that, and you haven't done business with us, just curious how you guys found us. I know, last week a lot of you guys mentioned you found out about us through Lee Lexi Creations, through Adrina's channel, that Nikki often does, kind of tag team kind of thing, projects, lives, crafts, comment things, chats with Adrina. But yeah, let us know how you found us. If you're new here, let us know where you're checking in from. Good morning, Suzanne. How are you doing? Linda said it would be nice in Pennsylvania if you'd stop sending all the rain. So yeah, we were just talking about it was raining earlier in the week, which means I think it's safe to say however the weather is, in Nebraska where Cat is, about 3 days later that's what we get, and then probably 2 to 3 days later after that it kind of rolls downhill as it goes east to Linda. So
sorry, Linda, but I'm glad it's out of our hair.
Yeah, Linda, you should be in the next day or two. I think you should be okay because we've been okay for the last day or two here. But for today, let us know, with Mother's Day coming up this weekend and Memorial Day coming up, do you guys have any big plans, whether it be for Mother's Day, whether it be for Memorial Day? I know a lot of towns, will do like a Memorial Day parade, things like that. So let us know if you guys have anything going on, anything for Mother's Day, or just any exciting weekend plans. If, assuming the weather ends up being nicer for folks like Linda and all that, let us know if you guys have plans, if you're going to get outside and enjoy it, anything like that. For as far as Mother's Day, Aiden and I we both have to ref soccer games, and then Aiden's got 2 soccer games he's got to play in the afternoon
on Sunday. Oh, your poor wife.
Every year for like the last decade on Mother's Day, Aiden's always had either soccer games or lacrosse games. And my wife always jokes. She's like, those guys that make these schedules and they don't pay attention to when because every Mother's Day she's like sitting in a dock chair on the side of a field watching.
Well, at least she gets to just sit there and just be quiet. But I know that's not what she wants to do. She wants to, just have a free day.
That's exactly she's like, she goes, one day, she goes, I'll have a Mother's Day where I can just sleep in. I can
get
do
some
what
breakfast
I want.
brought to
I can
her.
take my time. I can just take the dog for a walk. I can just relax outside. She's like, I was like, well, that's not going to be this year. So, good. Glad you got the milk can. I was, it sounds like it arrived safe. As you probably saw, I like bubble wrapped the bejesus out of that thing because it was. I mean, again, it is. As Suzanne probably saw, it was very heavy duty, ceramic, but
that was one of my favorite pieces.
You never know how the carriers are going to handle boxes. No. So I like bubble wrapped it a whole bunch. I put packing pillows. I put fragile stickers all over the box. So glad it arrived safely. That's awesome. Kat said, hope to do a full weekend working on the outside flower garden. Yeah, that's a lot of what my wife has been doing. She decided to transition the vegetable garden into a flower garden this year.
Did she?
So, yeah, so
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I had to till up a much larger area than we previously had for our garden, then install some fencing and all that. So she started getting all of her flowers planted inside with grow lights and all that indoor greenhouse kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and a lot of them are at the point now that they need to go outside. And another cool thing is 5 years ago, my mom bought Lisa a lemon tree.
You were talking about that.
So
didn't you just get your first lemon?
We have 20 lemons growing now.
Do you?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. A couple weeks ago, I mentioned we finally had our first lemon because I guess it takes a couple years, and there's a whole process where for a couple years straight, you have to use a Q-tip, and you have to pollinate the flowers. Like you got to take the, swipe one and then swipe another one.
Oh, that's too much work.
Yeah, you have to do it for a couple years, I guess, before you can get a lemon.
Did you guys actually do that?
Yeah, Lisa did. She's been doing it for years as the thing's been getting bigger. And And so yeah, a couple weeks ago I mentioned we finally had a lemon going, and the other day she was working on some garden stuff, and I was sitting there and I go, so how's your little lemon doing? She points at the tree and there's lemons, little ones,
that's
all
awesome.
over the place. I think there's
great.
I think I counted. I think it's like 21 or something like that. So if you guys like lemons, let me know. I'll send you some because we're gonna have way more lemons than
I just made
assuming they all turn out the way they
hopefully,
should.
hopefully.
But
we just made over the weekend. I made a meatball recipe, and it had lemon zest in it, and it was really good.
Brian, show some footage. I can do that. I can take some pictures when I get.
Oh, of the
Michelle said show
tree.
some photos of the lemon tree. I'll take some pictures and I'll show you guys all the little lemons. And Nikki can post it on Facebook or whatever.
It looks like the banner. Yes, the banner. I think you're talking about the bunting.
The bunting.
Yes, we do have that. I know. I was doing the same thing.
Yes, we do have the tea stain bunting.
It is on our website. It is listed on the link in the description, and I did post the link in the comments as well at the beginning. But it is there in that link, and if not, you can't find it, you can just type in bunting. But it's a great piece. It's let me see if I got the price.
I don't know if it's listed as tea. It might say antique. Some of the tea stain stuff now, I think they're listed as like antiqued instead of tea dyed, or it's kind of different. Every manufacturer is different.
But it's only a little over $18 for.
It's a big bunting.
That nice little bunting.
Yeah, that's big. But yes, that is available on the site.
Yeah, we've got a couple at our house.
Yeah, we don't have the tea stain ones, but we have some buntings that I actually bought from here that we have on our front porch. So Suzanne said it was packed great. Glad to hear it. Linda said my orders are always packaged well. We certainly try. Maybe I used to say thanks. It's beautiful. Yeah, so you can find that in the link. Kat said never did find the one and done link you talked about last week.
Okay, I'm gonna post it just here. I don't want you to leave us, but I don't want. There we go. I've got it posted in here. I don't know if I can tag that link at the top. I know I can't do it on my computer. With the streaming we have, I know sometimes you can tag a link at the very top, but it's there. I'll post it again at the end of the show, so that way you can find it. We do have a couple items to show off from that one and done. We've got those are the two pillows.
Oh, okay.
Look at these beautiful pillows.
I am 90% sure that my wife has these same pillows.
Yeah, they're beautiful pillows. They're nice and thick and fluffy. You got on one side, and then you got Aloha. Oh, you can't really see that,
maybe
can
we
you?
have similar ones, because I don't think ours say Aloha on the back.
Aloha.
I have to check and see now, because I know we have pink ones that have like that kind of
Do you?
tropical leaf. Yeah,
but
it may not be the same, but they're very close.
There's one.
And then we have bananas and palm trees.
Yeah.
On both sides.
But these are one and done, and they're only $5 each. $5.
$5 each.
And I know
Are they a set or are they individual?
They are individual.
Okay.
So you can get those for $5.
Okay.
And they are one and done. They're beautiful.
One and
nice
done.
and fluffy.
One and done. Hi, Adrena. We were just talking about you.
Hello. How are you?
So Kat said thank you. Yeah. Definitely check later. Yeah. If we post links, wait till the end of the live.
Yeah,
to click on them because it takes you guys away from the live, and then you got to come back in. And sometimes it'll open it in a new separate browser, and you can do both. Sometimes it doesn't. So we'd rather you guys stay here until we're done. Definitely let us know what are you guys working on right now. So are you guys working on again patriotic type stuff? My hand's going the wrong way again. Are you working on summer stuff? What are you guys working? I know some people are working on Christmas stuff already.
There are. I've seen a couple Christmas orders, but I know I have seen there are so many people going patriotic.
Yeah.
That is a buy. I forgot my water this morning. And I was trying to get Aniston out the door and myself and everything. And I had my water made, and I left it. And
I've never had a buy. I see Sherry and Paul drink them all the time.
I don't know if you're on here, Sherry. I went in your office and stole one.
Yeah, I wondered. Yeah,
I'll get you back.
Yeah, I see Sherry and Paul. They seem to like those buy.
They're good. They are really
one,
good.
So.
They've got electrolytes in them, and they've got a lot of flavors. There's not a lot of sugars. My kids love them. I still water them down for them. But yeah I'm like, Aniston's like, well, you know what? When Daddy's out of his office, you can go in there and you can take sips of his water. I'm like, I could, but I could go into Gigi's office and I could steal a buy.
That's right. That's right.
I'll pay you back, Sherry, if you're on here.
Adrena said she's still working on spring stuff.
Are you?
Michelle Lopez said working on redecorating. Out with Coastal and in with MCM. What is MCM?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it stands for.
Let us know, Michelle. I'm not sure what MCM is. Adrena said she's never had one either. Now I'm intrigued. I'm gonna have to.
They're really good.
I might have to go take one out of Sherry's office and Slack and be like, hey, if my paycheck's 99 cents later or whatever, or $1.09, whatever they cost, I understand. Yeah. And so, Linda's working on painting Christmas stuff. Yeah, I knew there's people working on, because we've been packing some Christmas orders and
mid-century.
Carmen said, mid-century modern. Okay, gotcha.
The coconut. I've never had the coconut. I always go to
I'm not a coconut guy. I'd have to go with something like a cherry or a watermelon.
They have watermelon. They have a lot of flavors. Okay. Like I said, I mean, every time we go to the grandparents' house, Sherry and Paul's house, and like vacation or whatnot, the girls they're like, oh, I want one of those.
Makes you wonder if like Sherry found like a pallet of them on a bulk buy or something like that.
You know what? If she hasn't, I'm surprised she has. I'm surprised she hasn't found one. If she,
that's what I mean. I don't know anyone that finds deals like she does. So it is a special gift that she has.
Yeah.
Kat said finishing up a couple of honeycomb welcome-ish signs, so that's cool.
Oh, fun! I'm finishing up my little beehive made out of the wooden egg cutout. I started it yesterday, and I am just about finished. I had to wait for a couple supplies for Chris to bring home to me yesterday. Yeah. He only came home with one. I asked for two. He's like, you didn't send it. I'm like, I sure did. Go back. Oh, okay. So I have to get it today.
There you go. Anything else you're working on that?
I've got another couple bee items that I'm going to be doing. I've got a lot of patriotic. I'm trying to find some home decor items. Just simple home decor that you can do. Because I know in the past I've made trays out of our plaques and wooden beads, which those are always popular. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just trying to find different items, but also doesn't take a lot of work. Yeah. That anybody can do.
Yeah, Adriana said the bee theme is so popular. It is.
It really is.
I've picked and packed a lot of bee orders. They're getting a whole mix of different types of bees, the chenille ones and foam ones, and with the cutout, a lot of the cutouts, a lot of bee cutouts. So that's a very interesting I don't know where it came from or how it started, because I don't remember.
I don't
in
know.
The past we've always had the bee cutouts and things like that, and they've sold well.
They have.
Whatever it is, this year bees.
And I know I was looking for a couple craft ideas. I found some, and I was thinking about some, and I was like, well, we don't really have this item. And I'm like, I don't know why we don't. It's the wooden biscuits. They're like oval, small pieces. I think a lot of people use them for actually different things for filling in wood. I guess Chris told me. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're going to try to maybe see if we can get some wood biscuits in to sell, because I see a lot of crafts made with those. Yeah. So I'm excited for that one. But yeah, so we've got a lot planned. Hopefully I can get them all done. Stay organized. That's always the fun thing.
I'm terrible with organization.
I'm really bad.
Terrible.
Really bad.
Adriana said, yes, the biscuits.
Yes, they are great. They are used
all over the place. I haven't seen what people do with them for crafts. I have a bag of them, and I have a routing template, because I use them for filling in wood, joining gaps, fixing gaps, things like that. I've never seen them used for crafts, so I'll be very interested in seeing what people do.
I've got a couple ideas.
Yeah, maybe you said biscuits are awesome to craft.
Yeah, they are. I've seen them all over the place. So I was talking to our buyers. I'm like, I think we need to get these.
You need to get some biscuits.
Yep.
Kat said your bee cutouts are gorgeous. The little bees are great also.
They are so good.
Yeah, wood biscuits would be fantastic. Man, now I gotta go on Pinterest
There's
when I'm
so
done
much
and
fun
see what
stuff.
people are doing with biscuits.
I was
beyond,
sending it to Pam.
you know,
I was like, this is what you can do.
Like that.
So I'm like, get me some.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see what we can do. Also, a little bit of news, maybe, don't get your hopes up.
Oh, I know
but
you're talking about.
last night, we were kind of searching because people are still looking for these sweet Annie sedum.
The sedum bushes?
Sedum bushes. I think we may have found it a supplier. We may get some in.
Pretty similar to the ones we had, or the same ones?
They were pretty similar. I don't know if it's a little bit bigger. But I think they look the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if the color is on and off, you know, from the ones that we had. If they're a little darker or the same color. So we'll see. But I think we might be getting some in. So keep your eyes peeled. I will make a post if we do get it.
You'll know.
You will know.
You'll know as soon as we know.
Yep.
Kat said she did an angel with biscuits.
Yeah. Angels, sunflowers. I've seen Christmas trees, which I really want to try.
And Rena said that's great news. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. If we can get them and they're similar to the ones that sold out real fast.
Unfortunately, it's getting a little hard to find some of these items because of things that are just stuff,
beyond everyone's
life.
control.
Yep. So
Kat said, "Yeah, sweet Annie. Yeah. We're working on it.
Yeah.
At the very least, as we mentioned, we did send one over to one of our floral vendors so they can replicate it. So no matter what, at some point we will have them back in and we'll have better inventory.
Yes.
But these would certainly be ones, if we can get them, that would kind of at least
help until
the new ones come in. Granted, you know, I don't know how many we might have coming in. It might be 50 or 60, whatever it is. They may again sell out really fast, but you know, at least we'll have some. We may have some coming in. So.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah, so it looks like we got a lot of patriotic stuff.
We do. Everybody's going patriotic already, and I know Memorial Day is coming up, and you know, I was like, well, why don't we go ahead and show off some of the patriotic stuff that we have?
Yeah.
So people can kind of stock up on, you know, summer decor and 4th of July and whatnot. So I do know, maybe we should show off. So this is the craft that I did and posted yesterday. I had so much fun creating this. So I just took a nice wooden plaque, and underneath, I don't know if you guys saw the videos, but I painted some of these heart cutouts. And I painted them, just painted one blue, one with a red and tan off antique white stripes. And then just covered it with a little bow with lace and some patriotic ribbon.
Is that a clothespin in the middle?
It's a clothespin for the butterfly body. Yeah.
And the rusty wire, twisted wire for the antenna.
Yeah, and I was going to use a rusty star for the middle. Surprisingly, I did not have one.
We have so many rusty tin stars.
I'm like, why do I not have a rusty star? No. So I'm like, well, we have these cute little handmade with love buttons.
Oh, the buttons, there you go.
Perfect.
Works perfect since you're especially with using lace and
and it kind of goes with the color and everything like that. So
good morning, Debbie. How are you? Andrina said, I love that butterfly. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Liz said, I like patriotic all year long. Absolutely. And a lot of our customers do,
They do.
Because we sell patriotic stuff all year long. All year long. I mean, every day there's probably several orders going out full of patriotic stuff.
We love it. We love it.
Let's see. I don't have anything on my side. What do we have? Where to start? There's so much.
So we have these nice little...
I was going to say, so the block signs, the
these
chunky
block
signs,
which are really nice. There's 3 different sizes. I think we sell them as a kit of the 3, and then they are sold separately.
Right. Yeah.
But they're 3. They're really nice and solid.
Yep. Yeah, they're about 3/4 of an inch thick.
Yeah. But I've seen people take these and put them in wreaths. Stick them in the middle of the wreaths. I think we made actually one last year. I think it was made, it was a ribbon wreath. So we took a grapevine and got a lot of different patriotic ribbons, cut them in strips, and just tied them around the grapevine. And then just stuck this right in the middle. Fit perfectly. So there's a lot of things you can do with these, not just table sittings. So you can decorate with them.
Absolutely.
If it can fit in the wreath, I know they are heavy because they're so thick, but it just worked well sitting in the middle of the wreath cutout.
Obviously, I'm not going to disassemble this whole thing, but obviously we have a lot of pip berries, red, white, and blue. We have them in the picks, we have them in the stems. As you can see, we actually have a garland that's wrapped all the way through here, and all this will fall down if I take it off. But we do have the red, white, and blue pip berry items, because we have a lot of different ones. Again, a lot of to go with the bunting, we have a lot of the tea stain or antique flags in various sizes. The two most common being
we sell
8x12.
A ton of these.
We have 8x12. We have the 4x6.
I believe so. Yes, it says 4x6.
Yeah, 8x12, 4x6. I think we sell them individually. We sell them in sets of 12.
Thanks for sharing the patriotic butterfly. I'm glad that you liked it. Yeah, it was just a fun idea. It was, coming into summer or spring, butterflies, they're well known. And I was like, I saw somebody kind of make something similar. So I kind of tweaked it a little bit and turned it into something patriotic, which I really liked.
These chunky block stars.
These are my favorite. I actually am doing a craft with one of these.
They have a neat little kind of plaid fabric kind of attaching them all together. They are thick too. They will sit on their own. But a lot of
Katrina, you'll have to make the butterfly. If you do, you'll have to show me. I hope you'll enjoy it. It's fun. It was fun. It was different.
Oh, let's see. Kat said the butterfly turned out very cute. Michelle said, neat in a flower arrangement or wreath. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of these items can be used so many different ways. As you can see, we have all kinds of different red, white, and blue flowers and different types, roses, carnations.
Got that one. These are fun.
We have these ones with these foam glitter stars. These long red, white, and blue picks, and we have these blue iridescent kind of and silver iridescent streamers coming off. Great as vase fillers to go with flowers like we have here.
I know I've stuck them, just coming up on like 4th of July or whatnot. I took those and I've got flower pots. Obviously, if it's raining, it's not a good idea, but I stuck them into my flower pots around our deck and, took them out the next day so they didn't get ruined. But it was just a cute little decoration for parties and easy peasy.
Absolutely. Obviously, we have the centerpiece here.
This piece is nice. It's
always
nice
trying not to knock everything down.
Yeah.
So this is made of wood, kind of like a little fence or a pallet type. It does have a metal hanger. And it is painted. You could put any paint or put any kind of verbiage you want on there. Put other cutouts on there. I was going to say decoupage it. It's kind of a canvas that already has some of the work done. If you want to do something on a wooden American flag,
spruce it up a little bit.
Save you some time. Spruce it up, or leave it as is.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do. It's your craft. Do what you want to do.
Yep.
Anything else? We have like the plates.
Yeah, we have the plates, which I have one here.
I was going to say, that's probably better than me trying to take that one off of the hanger.
It's a really nice metal plate.
I was going to say it's metal, right?
Metal. It does have a hook here, so you can hang it. We have plate stands.
Yeah, like the easels.
Yeah, the easels to put that on. But I've seen people put these on wreaths. I've seen them. What else have they done? There was something else that somebody's done, and I can't remember. I know they put them in wreaths. Maybe I'll think of it later. Big
question we get about easels in regard to plates. A lot of people say, for this plate, what size easel do I need? The main thing you want to do is whatever on our site, whatever it lists like the diameter of this plate is. I think this one's maybe 8 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches. I bet it's probably like 8-ish. 9 and a quarter. Okay.
Wrong.
Yeah. I'm not great at eyeballing stuff. So in this case, it's 9 and a quarter. So our easels, you'll see a height. You want to make sure that your height is at least half of the diameter, whatever the diameter. So in this one, like a 5-inch easel would be good, because the problem is if you get one that's too short, it's gonna fall backwards. So, but you also don't want to. Usually, you don't want to get one that's taller than your diameter, because then you have the easel sticking out the top. Now, some people might like that. I've seen people put stuff on an oversized easel, but generally, you shoot for something, you know, at least half of whatever the diameter is. If not a little bit more, if you can get 3/4, then you know it's going to be really stable. But we do get a lot of people that want to know what size easel. What's up, Aniston?
Aniston's here. You gonna come say hi? She made me something.
You have to come on here and say hi, though.
Aw, thank you. You want to say hi and show it off? Did you
gotta
eat
come
yogurt?
over here where they can see you.
She made me a little picture. That's really good. I'm spelling
really good.
Mom. Good job. Thank you.
I have a picture in my office that she made me, too.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Made Pam and I pictures the one day.
She loves to
awesome.
draw.
That's great.
Yeah. Thank you, baby.
People are saying hi to you, Aniston. Andrea's saying hi. And Andrea said, love the plate. Yeah.
It is a nice plate. I could see some ribbons added to it and just, different little things.
Michelle said, wonder about putting the plate in the center of a wreath.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
what I've seen it done.
Yeah.
Just put it right in the middle of the wreath and adding some stuff around it.
So, yeah, in that case, are you looking for a wreath where it kind of sits in the center, obviously? So then it's just kind of accident. Yeah, because obviously you'd have to try to find a way to suspend this, and if the wreath is too much larger. So that would be cool in the middle of the wreath.
Yeah, it has a hanger, so you can add a little wire to the wreath, whatnot, to help hold it in place.
A hanger back here.
Yeah.
And you can possibly see, we have one back there. That's that one where there's actually hanging on a hook on the wall. So everyone's saying hi to Aniston.
She's a cutie. Today she was getting ready, and she got herself dressed. And she got her book bag ready and a little purse, because her sissy, with her having Invisaligns now, she has a little crossbody bag that she takes to school.
Oh, yeah.
Has her toothbrush and
probably the case and all that. Yep.
Because I'm like, as soon as you go to lunch, you're going to take those things out.
Yep.
Please hand sanitize. I have never seen, with having kids, I had become a germaphobe, I guess. I don't know. I deal with a lot of sickness because I'm home with them all the time. But I'm seeing her dig in her mouth trying to get these Invisaligns out. I'm like, oh, fall time is not going to be fun. Please learn how to get these out easier. Because
they glue on those little nubs. They build them up, and that's what the Invisalign snaps on.
I found a tool on Amazon.
Oh,
it's
really?
like a little hook, and you can kind of...
My son just takes them right out.
Oh, I'm like, this fall is going to be...
Yeah, every day or two we have them throw them in like antibacterial, like scope mouthwash and stuff to sanitize them.
But Aniston, she put on her little purse. She's like, I need to bring my toothbrush and toothpaste in case I need to brush my teeth at work.
In case she needs to as well.
I'm like, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, she's cute.
And as always, for next week, let us know, what do you guys want to see? So we've had some requests for patriotic stuff. We had requests, for spring flowers. So I know I don't know if Lean's here or not, but the one week she asked about artificial spring floral, so we did that. We had Michelle that asked about, metal stuff and things like that, because we'd mentioned getting some new metal in. So we always want to kind of, let you guys dictate what you want to see in the future. So Michelle said, never too much dental hygiene.
Yes, exactly.
My hygienist said there actually is too much.
Oh, is there?
She has people that, because they brush 3 times a day, and if they're aggressive, that have brushed the enamel off their teeth.
I can see that happening.
They have gum issues because they brush so
and
aggressively.
Then it would push the gum
and it'll tear up their gums and things like that. She even told me, she's like, "You're an aggressive brusher, aren't you?" And I was like, "I think so. I don't know." And she was like, "Do you use an electric toothbrush?" I said, "No." She goes, "You can get one and let the toothbrush do the work." And I realized, that night when I was brushing my teeth, I was like, I wasn't doing circles. I was like scrubbing. And
I
so
do the
she was
same
talking
thing.
about. So
I hate my teeth feeling like if there's still stuff on there.
yeah, Linda said, "Have you done ribbon?" We haven't. We've had like some ribbon here or there.
But we can show off more
we got a
ribbon. We
lot
can
of ribbon.
have. Is there a certain type of ribbon?
Yeah.
More leads to
Yeah, I mean,
just
we could,
everyday.
Yeah, we can show
Patriotic.
Yeah, small, different types of ribbons. We all the way up to, I wouldn't really consider it ribbon, but it's kind of in that vein. We have like the big things of like the poly mesh, the deco mesh. We have a ton of that in now from a new supplier. So a lot of different colors, different sizes.
Yeah.
We'll do that for next week then.
Yeah, we've got a lot to show off.
We'll do like ribbon,
especially summer and we got
stuff that comes on a spool that's not wire, because we kind of featured some wire and stuff like that. Michelle said the linen rough edge ribbons. Yeah, we can grab some of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can grab that.
Yeah, we've got it quite a bit.
Yeah.
So we can do that.
We can certainly do that. So, and as always, when you're posting stuff on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you're showing off your crafts and your projects, if you use items bought from our store, definitely tag us in it.
Yeah, we like to see.
Because we'll get notified that we were tagged in someone's post, and we always want to see what you guys are working on. Or if you want to just, send an email or send a Facebook message to, message our page. Nikki will see all of those. Linda said, I like prim and patriotic ribbon. Okay, we'll grab some of those.
See what I can find.
We'll grab a variety of stuff, because a lot of times when customers will come on live chat or whatever, and they'll say, "Oh, do you sell ribbon?" It's like,
we do.
We do. Can you be more specific? Because
we got a lot.
It's like asking if we sell paper mache. It's like, yeah. Like, is there something more specific you're looking for? So, yeah, because we do have a lot. So we'll try to grab a variety. We'll definitely grab some of the prim and patriotic stuff that you want to see, Linda. Michelle will definitely grab some of the the rough edge linen type ribbons, and again, maybe we'll grab some of that new poly mesh, deco mesh ribbon and stuff like that we have as well. If there's anything else you guys have, even if you're watching on replay, if you have any questions for us, questions about the company, looking for a certain item, certainly leave a comment. As we always mention, Nikki goes back through comments and things like that.
On a daily basis.
24/7. And replies.
Except when I'm sleeping.
I was going to say 24/7. You never sleep.
No, okay. I sleep. Yeah. Maybe. Recently.
Yeah, young one. So sleep's still probably a premium. So
yeah.
Michelle said, "Is that the ribbon you used in your project? Was that what kind of ribbon was that?"
So I used the linen. Striped linen that is very popular. Mm-hmm. We've got it in different colors. We've got it in like a cream,
we have
charcoal,
it red, we have it
blue. I think black as well. Mm-hmm. This was actually a fun one. This is one of our newer ribbons that we had just recently got in. Because we're
denim?
Yeah, it's kind of like a denim, like tie-dyed ribbon. It's really pretty. We just got this in because I know some people, they like the wired and the satin ribbon, but a lot of people are going towards the linen type that I know a lot of people are using like napkins and all that stuff to rip up for ribbons. But so we found these nice little tie-dyed ribbons. I know we have it in, did we get it in green? Did we get it in red?
We might.
I can't remember.
And we have in a lot of colors.
We do.
Recently, like when I've been helping out in the warehouse, I've been picking a lot of red and a lot of blue.
Yeah.
For the striped ribbon, because they come on the small, they're kind of all rolled.
Yeah. Out. Yeah, we have a green.
We have the green and the denim.
And then the denim and tie-dyed blue.
Linda said Nikki is super at recognizing comments.
Yes, trying to.
Herman said polymesh in the back of my angels for wings. Pretty. Yeah.
We've got a lot. We've got a lot of polymesh.
Yeah.
Which that's one thing I've never tackled. I've never really tried anything with polymesh.
Well,
they're really, I guess so. They're really pretty. I love it. A lot of colors, a lot of texture to it.
Yeah.
I've just never tackled it. I don't know how to gather it together, but I've seen people just use pipe cleaners. So
yeah, my wife makes wreaths out of it.
Does she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where she does these constant like bows and loops and things like
Really?
that all the way around a metal wire.
Yeah.
A metal frame. So
Our comments just went crazy. Sorry.
yeah, it's like they refresh, but I thought it was like I'm like, is it?
I know. I thought we were getting a lot
like,
of
are we 100
comments?
comments behind?
Yeah.
And for some reason, it just like refreshed them all. So
Yeah, but that's one thing I may have to try
Yeah.
this summer.
Yeah, for sure.
Add that to my list.
Kat said you have green. It's in my cart.
Yes. Which is great for like Christmas.
Absolutely, absolutely. And don't forget, we have these 2 pillows.
For $5.
$5 each. $5 each. Those ones, I won't. If you buy them, I won't have to worry about being as careful packing them.
No.
So unless
It
there's
has-
other
it
stuff in
has
your order
plenty.
that requires, if you order both of them and then you order something breakable, I'll probably like put
Just
in
put it-
between
put it
in between
together.
the pillows and
Plenty of packing there.
and all that, and I'll save the packing material. But yeah, so definitely check out that link with all the one and dones.
One and done. There's a lot of good stuff on
And
there.
then the link at the top has the link to all of the patriotic items that we pulled for
Mhm.
today. Beyond that, I guess we'll see you guys next week. Everyone be safe. Everyone enjoy the weather. Linda, again, I'm hoping the weather will be sunny there in Pennsylvania in the next day or two, because what we
Hopefully.
have here should be hitting you guys here
I saw
shortly.
this weekend's supposed to be so nice.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that Lisa always mentioned. It always seems to be usually like raining on
Yeah,
Mother's Day, and she
yeah.
looked and she was like, "I'm gonna knock on wood." She goes, "But it's supposed to be like
It's
80 and partly cloudy."
It's supposed
So
to be so
and I was
nice.
like, "Well, if you're gonna spend your Mother's Day outside watching soccer games, at least
it's nice.
At least it'll be nice."
I know. I'm like Saturday. This weekend is going to be such a full weekend full of dance. We've got dance pictures. So I'm going to be stuck inside from like 10 to 3:30. And then I get a small little break, and then
Yep.
we have to come back. And then Adley has extra practice. Good thing there is a brewery next
Always
to this
important.
next to this place. So
Always important.
Chris and Aniston and we may just go hop over there with all the other dance people and
Absolutely.
grab a drink and get some good food. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
just I'm gonna be busy.
That's always tough when it's a beautiful day out and
I
you're
know.
stuck inside. Even if
And
it's,
I'm like, why do they always do this on Mother's Day weekend? I'm like, I want to go see my mom and
yeah.
spend some time with them. But I have no time Saturday. I have Adley's in 6 dances, so we have to do 6
Holy
changes.
smokes.
And she's like, I want pictures in every dance. I'm like, honey, that's a fortune. I'm like, you will get maybe a small picture, pick
Yeah.
1 or 2
Yep.
that you like, and then
Yeah.
we're not getting
I remember those
packages
days.
for
My
all
daughter
this.
used to do dance, and it just got to be the point between them doing football and basketball cheer and competition
Yeah.
cheer and gymnastics. I was like, honey, something's got to give.
I know she's gonna.
So,
her
dance,
dance is competition next year.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
here
yeah.
we go.
Well, thanks everyone. Have a great weekend as well. Kessa's going to be 90 this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
I think it's going to be in like the
That-
70s, low 80s here.
I think that sounds great.
So everyone, have a great Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day
have a
to
great Mother's
everybody.
Day. Carmen said, enjoy your weekend, everyone. Great live day as usual. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And Adrina was telling you have a nice Mother's Day.
Thank you.
as
You
well.
too.
So, well, everyone, be safe. We'll see you guys next week, 10 a.m. Tell your friends, tell your family. Let's
Share
kinda
us
just
out.
keep this growing, and we'll keep going from there. So, be safe, everybody. Take care.
Take care.
Bye bye.